Welcome to yet another episode of A Story for Your Query. Today, let us talk about social responsibility. COVID pandemic has taken the world by storm. Economies have reeled under the pandemic onslaught. People have lost their lives. Academic institutions have shut down. Yet, some people go about nonchalantly as if to say nothing can affect them. The mantra for COVID: wear the mask, maintain the social distance, wash your hands as frequently as you can, is not taken seriously. What would you call such people? Somebody coined a new word: COVIDiots. These are individuals who do not adhere to the social responsibility. What is social responsibility? Social responsibility means that one must act in a manner that benefits society. It is an ethical theory in which individuals are accountable for fulfilling their civic duty, and the actions of an individual must benefit the whole society. The theory of social responsibility and ethics applies in both individual and group capacities. It should be incorporated into daily actions, decisions, particularly ones that will have an effect on other person or the environment. In the larger group capacity, a code of social responsibility and ethics is applied within the said group as well as during the interaction with another group or individual. Often, the ethical implications of a decision or action are overlooked for personal gain. Let us look at the social responsibility and students. Let me tell you the story of Greta Thunberg. Greta is a 17-year-old who grew up in Stockholm, Sweden, is an opera singer and former Eurovision Song Contest participant. Her father is an actor and is a descendant of Svante Arrhenius, a scientist who came up with the model of the greenhouse effect. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1903. The elder of the two girls, Greta, learned about the climate change when she was about 8 years old. Greta has Asperger's syndrome, a developmental disorder, and has described it as a gift and calls herself as being different. In May 2018, at the tender age of 15, Greta won a climate change essay competition in a new local newspaper. This was the beginning. 3 months later, in August, she started protesting in front of the Swedish Parliament building, vowing to continue the protest until the Swedish government met the carbon emissions target agreed upon in 2015. She wielded a placard that read, "School Strike for Climate." Her protest went viral on the social media and support for her cause grew. By December 2018, more than 20,000 students from Australia, UK, Belgium, and the US and Japan had joined her. In September 2019, she traveled to New York to address a UN climate conference. She made her way there on the racing yacht in a journey that lasted 2 weeks because she would not travel by air. Addressing the conference, she lambasted the politicians for relying on young people for answers to the climate change. She was named the Time magazine's Person of the Year in 2019. At this time, she was all of 16 years of age. How do you develop social responsibility in students? The teenage mind is not always open for reasoning. Let us look at some tips to build the social responsibilities among students. As a part of the cleanliness and conservation program, the school and the college building and the surrounding neighborhood could be kept clean. Every time you leave the classroom, ensure that the lights and the fans are switched off. Avoid leaving the tap water running while brushing the teeth. Have you ever thought of helping others in need? Is there a cause that is close to your heart? Volunteer to visit the old age homes, Cheshire Homes, Shelter for the Homeless, and similar organizations and bring a smile to their faces. Contribute to make a difference. Organize donation drives at schools for the needy, those affected by natural calamities. Schools can organize Special Friends Day where they could invite children from a school which is lower from the lower socioeconomic status, and get their school children to interact, play games, teach activities, and learn sensitivity. Follow ethics. Ethical code helps in understanding the difference between right and wrong and in applying that understanding to your decisions. For example, if you're given a chance to take up an opportunity that would really be beneficial to you, but it may result in a loss to your fellow people, would it be fair to grab it? Such ethical dilemmas could help in clearing the cobwebs in the mind. Student body has to be active. This would help in decision making and problem solving. I end with a story from Malala Yousufzai. Her father was a teacher and he ran a girls' school in their village. Everything changed when Taliban took control of their town in Swat Valley. The extremists banned many things, like owning a television and playing music. They enforced harsh punishments on those who defied their orders, and they said girls could no longer go to school. Malala Yousafzai spoke out publicly on behalf of the girls and their right to learn, and this made her a target. In October 2012, on her way home from school, a marked gunman boarded her school bus and asked, "Who is Malala?" And he shot her. She woke up 10 days later in a hospital in Birmingham, England. After months of surgeries and rehabilitation, she established Malala Fund, a charity dedicated to giving every girl an opportunity to achieve a future she chooses. In recognition of her work, Malala received the Nobel Peace Prize in December 2014 and became the youngest ever Nobel laureate. Any questions that you have could be addressed to yourquerymystory@gmail.com. Let those queries come in. That's all for today. I will see you next week.